All right, guys, this is DJWOLF Live here. I'm going to talk about this right quick. Um, I had to say today is Sunday, September 10th, 2023. It's a special day for me for two reasons. Number one, today is Grandparents' Day. I didn't even realize that. It's also the day before the 9/11 memorial service, which I know is going to go on tomorrow, and we need to remember that. I may do a special broadcast on that, probably sometime tomorrow morning or sometime tomorrow evening. I don't know. But I'm also going to talk about why September 10th is not only special to me because of Grandparents' Day, because September 10th was also my father's birthday. My father, who had passed away 4 years ago at the age of 76, would have been 81 today. And he also was a proud grandparent. He had 6 grandkids and also left an additional 2 great-grandchildren. One who he got to meet before he passed away. So actually it's 8 grandchildren, including the 2 great-grandchildren. But nevertheless, I want to talk about this because this kind of coincides with his birthday, as well as the fact that this is Grandparents' Day, and I didn't realize it was September 10th. And reason why I say it, because my father was a great grandparent, and I can say that without any provocation of repercussion or disagreement, because it's the truth. I sent my son up to Cleveland one year to spend a month with his grandfather. Spend the rest of the summer. Actually, he spent the remainder of the summer, his last part of the summer, last month of summer he had, before he went back to school. It's one of the things he wanted to do. And this was like several years ago. I think it was just before he went to high school. Yeah, about a couple years before he went to 3 years before he went to high school. Matter of fact, I think he might have just got ready to go to middle school. But not yet. I think it was something like that. But anyway, so he was there for a whole month. And he loved it. Him and my dad did everything together. The whole month he was there. The entire month. It was my son's wish. It was my father's joy to be the grandparent that he was. Because all the grandkids loved him. All of them. My niece actually stayed with him for a couple of years before he passed away. Matter of fact, my niece actually spoke to him as he lay dying on his hospital bed rather, when they brought him back to the house before he passed away. And the way she talked to him was very, very touching to me, very gentle, and it was like nothing I ever saw my niece ever do, and that was a proud moment as an uncle. And I'm sure it was a proud moment for him as a grandfather, that his granddaughter talked to him with the compassion and love that she had for him. For all those years he had been a grandparent to her. And it really warmed my heart. I got very emotional that day. It was a tough time. It was a tough time. But my dad just set the standard for me to be the grandparent that I am to my granddaughter today. She'll be a year old in the not too distant future. Matter of fact, very, very soon. And she is active, spunky, loves to talk, and really is making herself want to walk, so to speak, amazingly. And she's going to do it. I can see it. And but it does seriously warms my heart that she does not give up. She keep on pulling herself up and trying to walk. And she actually put her hand over, the couch to move herself along while she's trying to walk. I ain't never seen no baby, do that, be that determined. Never. But she is. And she's definitely going to do it. And I'm so proud of her. She's not even a year old, you know. But she's been talking, trying to talk for the last, seriously, 3-4 months, you know. And she actually did talk. You know, we got her, she's saying, uh-oh, and she called me G-Pa. She called me Dada, you know. She called my wife, she called Grandma. I actually heard her say that, and I was like, wow. She called her dad Daddy. So she's been doing that for like the last, that part she's been doing for the last 3.5 months. She really has. She's came a long way. And I'm so proud to be a first-time grandparent, man. I was so elated when I found the news. But I guess at some point when my son, you know, got into his late 20s, early 30s, we were wondering, okay, is he ever going to settle down? You know, that's on him to do when he's ready to do it, and he finally did about a year ago. So, but I'm so proud of him. I'm so elated and proud of his accomplishments as a man to do what he has done for himself and his family. I can't say enough of it. I really can't. But I'm just, lack of a better word, tickled pink about it. I really am. I couldn't be more proud. Real talk. But I am. I'm very, very proud of it. And it does gleefully very warm my heart. Very much so. You know, I'm constantly ordering stuff for, you know, every so often, you know. And, you know, they say, oh, you gonna spoil it? I am. I'm just getting warmed up. You know. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see her growth and development. You know. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be a grandparent. To see your legacy continue on. You know. But I'm gonna also say this though. Now, I had a touch of a foodborne illness Thursday night. And I talked about it in another podcast that I didn't think to tape, but it did tape eventually. And it scared me. And as I was going through that illness, I was getting ready to pull the pictures up of it because I was so sick. I was in prayer. And usually, if you get that sick and you in prayer, that's very serious. I think that might have been one of the few times I actually prayed and I was that sick. I don't even remember any other time that I have actually had to pray that hard and I was sick. I mean, but I was really, really sick to the point that I think I was a goner. I really do. I think I was on the brink. Real talk. Because and I talked about it. I said, as soon as I went in the men's room at the dealer, I got to go back in anyway next Saturday. So, and I'm going to thank him for that. But as soon as I went into the dealer, and I tossed the cookies into the pond, I shot the rest of it out of a can. I'll be nice about it, eloquent about it. Some of y'all probably have lunch now. But as soon as that happened, I started feeling my hands itching and stuff, man. It was a very weird experience. I started seeing like stars in my eyes and stuff, man. It's hard to describe. Like you you see that yellow kind of flash in your eyes a little bit, and I could feel something in my body wasn't feeling right. It was like I had lost weight. I got weak. That's what really happened. I got weak. I felt weak in the body. But I went through foodborne illnesses before, and I've never felt that weak. Never. And mind you, this is where I'm on the road. I had to pull over. But thank God I was able to pull over at a place where I knew I could have the time to do that. Because I think for a minute, to tell you the truth, it was so bad I almost had to call that. I was about to get to call the ambulance. But thank God I worked it out with the Lord and got through. Because one of the things I had thought about doing was looking at the picture of my grandbaby and said, hey, man, I hope you do well and all that. And I was going to actually start doing that. I said, no, I don't want to leave. And that's why I told, I held my hands in prayer. I told the Lord, I ain't ready. I mean, I'm not ready to leave right now, Lord. I got a lot I want to accomplish, Lord. And even for you, I do. Because I do want to do some gospel music. And I'm dead serious about doing that. I got a songbook out right now. I think I'm going to go work on it later on today. But, because I was in that kind of mood, man. I said, man, I don't know, man. And next night, I went to rehearsal. And what's the first song they tell me they want me to sing? Lord, help me to hold out. Because actually, that's what I was saying to the Lord on Thursday. When I was in that men's that's exactly what that's pretty much exactly what I was saying. Didn't remember the song itself, but I was telling the Lord, help me, Lord. Please help me. Help me maintain. I kept saying something around that thing. And the song was, Lord, help me to hold on. That's what I sang today. That very song that was based, to me personally, was based on what I was going through Thursday night. Not a joke. I have no reason to lie to myself about it. This was 100% true story. I actually was going to actually film it. And I said, well, no, I don't want to film this. I don't think I would. To me, I was going to actually do it as my last will and testament to my wife. But I remember she called. Now, this is the thing. She called me. She had to go pick up something for me at Home Depot because I couldn't get there on time. And she called me and told me about the project. And I told her, baby, I'm not feeling well. I said, and I almost told her, I don't know if I'm going. I was going to tell her. I almost told her, I said, I don't think I'm going to make it. I almost told her that. But I said, no. Something in the back of my mind said, no, you're going to make it. You just have to believe that you're going to get there. You just have to pray on it. And that's what I did. Don't say anything out the ordinary outside you praying to be okay. And that's what I did. Because I was not ready to put up a room. I was not. I'm not. Not now. I got too much left to do. I want to continue to praise the Lord. But I just wasn't ready. And I'm nothing short of a work in progress, guys. That's what I am. You know? I'm always going to be there. Because I'm not perfect. You know? And that's the main thing. I'm just a person who wants to love the Lord, love my family, love my people, man, and pray on them. And be there for them when I need to. You know? But that's the one thing about church. Somebody was just telling me that, and this is also true. It's like if you miss a Sunday, it's like you missing everything. You're missing to see how your folks are doing there, the fellowship with them that you normally fellowship with, and want to know if everything's okay. And I'm the same way. I'm like that. You know? But I'm thankful that I was able to worship and fellowship with them again today. Because this was the day the Lord's made. I'm glad to be thankful. I really am. All right, that's all I got right now, guys and gals. This is DJWOLF Live. Celebrating Grandparents' Day, and my father, who would have been 81, celebrating his birthday as a father and a grandparent. I'm out.